Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures, and today we have another Lost Kingdoms box joined with a small contingent of lizards. We have the Cipcatli unit. So these are the big Kroxigor type dudes that are going to, well, hit things really hard. Funny enough, I already actually built one. You might have seen him. He's been floating around on my channel for quite a few months. I built him primarily because he was missing a bunch of his scoots or crests or whatever they're called there on his back, and I was quite sad about that because he is a really nice looking model. But let us see what the other two are like and what we actually have in store. It's been so long since I built that first one that I honestly can't even remember. So each model is bagged up nice and neatly with a 50mm base, like so. So just to give you guys a good size indication there of what to expect if you are going to be getting any for yourself. They are quite large. They do fill those bases quite nicely. Let's take a look at the bagged versions. Look at the skink out of there. This is one of Lost Kingdoms temple guard stand-ins whose pose I don't quite like, and hopefully I'm going to get around to finishing the rest of the unit. Alright, well, that was simple. We have an arm, a tail, another arm, a weapon that we're going to have to clean up a bunch of stuff, and another broken back spike thing. Shame. Hopefully it's still in the bag somewhere. Everything else looks good on his tail, and the detail is just really fabulous. I mean, you can see just... If you are a fantastic painter, which I am not, I'm sure you're going to have a grand time with those little doodads he's got hanging all over his armor there. I'm not sure where the eye is. I'm thinking... that doesn't look like an eye, does it? I don't know. Maybe it's that little half circle. And I'll give it to the lizard expert and have him pinpoint it. You would think it's going to be under these horn ridge things, but it doesn't. It looks weird. I don't know. I'm going to have him help me out. I cannot speak English today. But definitely nice, big, thick models, as a big lizard ogre should be. Let's take a look at the other one in the box. Bag. Being ever so careful not to spill the contents in case there are still back spikes floating around in the bag that I need to deal with. So this guy is swinging his giant fancy pants club over his head here, and again there's going to be a lot of cleanup necessary. Looks like he is on one foot. We got some air bubbles there, and is he missing claws? I don't know. Now this guy's got all his back spikes, surprisingly. Kind of a shame that the other ones are all missing. I don't know. I like him the most anyway. I would grab all of the other guys like the Osprey and the Allfather or whatever his name is, but unfortunately they're in the midst of getting painted still, so I don't like showing off hideous, sloppy paint jobs. But I am going to get these guys put together, and we'll see what other models stack up to them in size and how they look when they're all said and done. So we got all three models here put together of our Cipcatli, I believe it was. I don't have the box handy. We've seen this guy plenty of times here, and well, he's definitely a nice model. I think my favorite of the bunch is probably the one who's actually upright and ready to swing his weapon. He was probably the most obnoxious to actually get removed from all that debris on the sprues, but definitely liking him. He's pretty tall, too. This middle one here is not bad, per se. It's just, he's almost too big for the base. The way he's got limbs going every direction, nothing really seems to fit. See, you can see here, his legs are like barely touching the base in order to get all four parts, the hand, the tip of the staff, and the legs on the base. Otherwise, I mean, I guess I could go like that and just have the staff completely off the base, but it seems silly. And I mean, it's not like he's actually positioned to have it like that, it's just a weird design choice. If they'd angled the staff a little bit lower at an angle closer towards the legs, I think it would have been a lot better choice. And you could have still had him kind of propped up on it. But overall, I'm really happy. I think these are some of my absolute favorite models, which is a shame because I've always liked the concept of the Kroxigors. They never stacked up. I mean, they just kind of derpy looking. So you can see here with our lizard man friend, who is one of my Frostgrave dudes. That's why he's a little bit bedazzled here. So they're a decent size. This is one of the Lost Kingdoms guys. You forgot already. Grabbing a human. You can see they're definitely more than a match. Hopefully you don't have to hear the dog whining in the background. Putting a GW troll. I mean, pretty comparable in size there. Price, I think these guys are actually cheaper. Getting a unit of 3 trolls. But yeah, this dude's my favorite. I have absolutely no idea how I'm going to paint them. I was thinking, you know, going with a similar style to what my current lizards have. I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, they should be available very soon from Lost Kingdom Miniatures, and if you are interested, certainly check out their website, because they are quite nice models. That said, this is Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, and we'll see you all later. Bye-bye.